Hello, my name is Natasha Swari from Urban and Regional Planning, Universitas Jember, generation of 2020. I would like to show you and explain you about the journal that related to my major. The title of the journal is Measuring Urban Traffic Congestion. This journal discusses about urban traffic congestion on whole world. And this journal shows about how to measure urban traffic congestion taking into several factors. This journal contains abstract, introduction, discussion, and conclusion. Then first, we go to abstract. The contents of the abstract are: traffic congestion has been one of major issues that most metropolises are facing. It is believed that identification of congestion is the first step for selection appropriate mitigation measures. Congestion, both in perception and in reality, impacts the movement of the people. Traffic congestion wastes time, energy, and causes pollution. There are broadly two factors which affect the congestion: A. Micro-level factors, B. Macro-level factors. The two factors relate to overall demand for road use. Congestion is triggered at the micro level and driven at the macro level. The micro level factors are, for example, many people want to move at the same time, too many vehicles for limited road space. On the other side, macro level factors are land use patterns, car ownership trends, regional economic dynamic, and etc. This paper gives an overview and presents the possible way to identify and measure metrics for urban arterial congestion. A systematic review is carried out based on measurement metrics such as speed, travel time or delay, and volume and level of service. The review covers distinct aspects like definition, measurement criteria, followed by different countries or organizations. The strengths and weaknesses of these measures are discussed. So this abstract tells us about contents of this journal to be discussed, such as measurement criteria in different countries. The writer wants to show us about their analysis about the measuring urban congestion and points out its strengths and weaknesses. Then the second is introduction. Traffic congestion has been one of major issues that most metropolises are facing, and thus many measures has been taken in order to mitigate congestion. It is believed that identification of congestion characteristic is the first step for such efforts, since it is an essential guidance for selecting appropriate measures. Congestion, both in perception and in reality, impacts the movement of the people and freight, and it's deeply tied to the history of high levels of accessibility and mobility. Traffic congestion wastes time and energy, causes pollution and stress, decreases productivity, and imposes cost on society. Two principal categories of causes of congestion, and they are micro-level factors and macro-level factors. The micro-level factors are, for example, many people and freight want to move at the same time, too many vehicles for limited road space. Many trips may be delayed by events that are irregular but frequent: accidents, vehicle breakdowns, poorly timed traffic signal, special events like mass social gathering. On the other side, macro-level factors such as land use patterns, employment patterns, income levels, car ownership trends, infrastructure investment. Measures aimed at reducing congestion can be either demand or supply side oriented. And three main factors influence the supply side of the road travel. Firstly, capacity. Secondly, the operation of the improved supply. Thirdly, the supply of the road transport equation. Demand for road space is influenced by a large number of issues. Essentially, demand is created when the need for travel between an origin and a destination arises. Demand therefore strongly depends on socio-economic and population factors. So, this paper discusses the existing practices in different countries, the contribution by individuals and prevailing methodologies for measurement of the congestion along with the critical review of the methods. Because the writer is from India, so the review has also been done with reference to Indian conditions. The method that journal used is qualitative and quantitative method. So the discussion of this journal, first, United States of America. United States of America, California Department of Transportation, Caltrans defines congestion as occurring on a freeway when the average speed drops below 35 mph for 15 minutes or more on a typical weekdays. Second, on South Korea, Korea Highway Corporation identifies traffic congestion spots where vehicle speed fall below 30 km/h or traffic congestion continues longer than 2 hours a day. Third, on Japan, Japan uses the speed as threshold value to identify the potential traffic congestion. It said that if freeway travel speed falls below 40 km/h and if the repeated stop and go falls for more than 1 km or if the condition stay more than 15 minutes. Fourth, in India, traffic congestion is a major problem for transportation professionals. The cities must suffering from medium to high level of traffic congestion. The condition in India, the poor roadway condition, non-uniform roadway features in terms of carriageway and shoulder width, encroachment of road, aboving land use and resulting pedestrian activities, poor lane discipline, improper bus stop location and design, vehicle of with ringing characteristic of technology and operation condition. Fifth, on studies carried worldwide, congestion can be defined as the situation when traffic is moving at speeds below the design capacity of a roadway. And congestion may be defined as state of traffic low on a transportation facility characterized by high densities and low speed relative to some chosen reference state. Medley and Demetsky on 2003 studied how to define the performance measures that could be used to show congestion levels on critical corridors. In a study done for the state of New Jersey, the result of the volume capacity ratio of any given roadway were adapted to identify where congestion was occurring. P severity to this congestion was then analyzed by using both distance-based and time-based measures to describe the magnitude of this problem. Asian countries, Howe et al. On 2007 classified the traffic states and defined types of recurrent congestion according to their development. An approach of identifying traffic control area and congestion research using spatial temporal speed figures is introduced. 1. Speed. The prevailing traffic speed at any section of a road affects the quality of traffic at the time. Whereas excessive speed affects the severity of road traffic, accident, crawling speed in the urban environment are also indicative of congestion. Nowadays, efficient vehicle monitoring can be achieved by integrating global position system, like travel time and delay. Congestion is a travel time or delay in excess of the normally incurred and relied on free flow travel condition. Unacceptable congestion is travel time or delay in excess of an agreed upon norm. 9. Volume. Congestion usually relates to an excess of vehicle on a portion of roadway at a particular time, resulting in speeds that are slower, sometimes much slower than normal or free flow speeds. And last, level of service. Michigan defines freeway congestion in terms of loss or level of service when the volume or capacity ratio is greater than or equal to 1. In the summary, congestion measurement criteria based on speed can be adopted because traffic speed is highly sensitive parameter and directly related to the vehicle operating cost. Safety of the road users. This parameter can be easily measured by various low-cost technologies which are highly suitable for Indian conditions. So that's all that I can tell you about this journal. Thank you.